Hey y'all, it's Steph, and I am so glad today that I'm doing a collaboration on my worst date ever with Free to Be Me 8. Love that lady. She's the best channel. She's so positive and I like her so much. My worst date. It started out really good. The date started out really well. I met a guy at a restaurant and I took it forever to pick out my clothes. I got the right outfit and I thought I looked really cute, and it was cold outside, so I put on a coat and met the guy there, and he was so super sweet, and he was nothing like what I would usually date. He had a bunch of piercings and a bunch of tattoos and things, which I don't have anything against that. It's just that I generally don't date people like him. And he was so sweet, and he was really cute. And we go in and he's such a gentleman, and he pulls out the chair for me and everything, and I sit down with my coat on, get my drink, and we're just talking, having a good time, and he starts asking me questions about my husband. Because we were separated, and I was telling him, you know, no, we're not together and all of this stuff, and we're having a whole conversation about my marriage and the fact that it wasn't working out anymore. And I get up to take off my coat, and whenever I get up and take off my coat, as I'm hanging it on the back of my chair, I notice, like, right behind me, just a few feet, was my husband, his date, and her daughter. So I sit down, and I get so awkward after this. I mean, I'm fidgety, you know, and I'm like nervous, and I just can't, because, you know, obviously I still cared about him. And so I'm like sitting 3 feet from him, maybe, on a date, and I started drinking so fast. I mean, it was like one margarita after another, and then, you know, you get the loud talking, like, I'm a real loud talker whenever I drink, and you don't remember what you're saying. I have no idea what I said to him, but I do remember that whenever we were leaving, I was not able to drive. So he drives me to his place, and I asked him, I kept on saying, hey, where's the bathroom? Hey, where's the bathroom? Hey, where's the bathroom? And he didn't answer, and I was like, man, I've really got to go to the, and then I, like, all over the floor, all over everything, all over, and my coat was off of me, it was on my coat, it was on my shoes, I mean, covered everything, and vomit. And anyway, I'm single now, so, like, if any of you would like to experience this type of dating situation, I'm open. I can't wait to see Free to Be Me 8's version of her own date that wasn't good, her own worst date. And you guys subscribe to her channel. She's awesome. She's amazing. And if you want to, subscribe to mine. Thanks.
Hi guys, Free to Be Me 8 here. And today I'm doing a collab with Stephanie Conroy. She does Storytime with Steph. She does an excellent job of telling stories. So anyways, today we're just sharing our dating experiences. So we're going to do a couple of stories for you. We're going to do our worst dating experience, our best dating experience. But this video is our worst dating experience. So mine was years ago. I definitely recall the end of the night. It was crazy. So I met this guy. Now you have to remember, guys, this is years ago. This is not the person sitting in front of you in front of this camera. Well, it's still the same person, not the same behaviors. So I went on this date. I met this guy. He asked me out. I give people chances because they could be a gem inside. So I didn't judge. When he came to pick me up, I remember he had on this Hawaiian shirt, and I thought, oh, okay. I mean, he just really was not my style of dress. So I went out with him though. So we went out for a few drinks, and maybe I had one too many. Anyways, so you know, alcohol mixed with reasoning and common sense, sometimes they just don't. They're like oil and water, they don't mix. So we went to his place, and you guys already know the story. Of course, he tried to get frisky. Well, I didn't want to get frisky. Not only that, I began to get sick. As he was trying to get frisky with me, I began to get sick because I had consumed a little bit too much alcohol. He panicked because I was sick. Something happened to him. He panicked. And I kept saying, I've got to go home. You got to take me home. Well, we went and we got into his car, and I thought he was going to take me home, and he didn't take me home. He took me to the north side of the city, and he gave me $20 to catch a cab home. I was kind of far away from the city. $20 wasn't going to get me home. So I happened to have a friend that lived on the north side. So I called him. No answer. Now, granted, it's probably like midnight. I'm in a black form-fitting dress, high heel shoes, because I could wear them at the time. High heel shoes. It's summertime. I've got on this black form-fitting dress, nothing to cover up with, and I'm on the north side of the city in a bad part of town. So he drops me off at a 7-Eleven, which is a convenience store. I'm sure most people may know what they are. He drops me off at the 7-Eleven, leaves. So people were trying to buy me. They thought I was a prostitute. And they were coming up and saying, how much? And I was scared to death. And I was like, God, you know how we do that. God, if you get me out of this one, I'll never do this again. Yeah, I think I went through one of those moments. So anyway, I called my friend a second time. This is at the time when there were pay phones. It wasn't a cell phone, guys, where I could just go into my phone and call people. This was a time when you better know somebody's phone number, or, you know, but I knew his phone number. I called him. I think I reached him the second or third time. I was almost in tears, like, I need you to come get me. Anyways, he was the friend that he was, and he came and he rescued me. Then I got stuck for 2 days at his place because I couldn't get home. We tried to go home one day and he wanted to go out. I went out with them. Then the next day, I think he was hungover. Anyways, regardless, it took me 2 days to get home from the date. Like, that was the worst date. I've had others. I could tell you more stories. Or should I say, I could tell you horror stories. I've had others. But that was the worst. Well, it's close with another one that I'm thinking of. There's another bad date I went out on where I wasn't sure if I was going to make it home alive. But, you know, all I can say is, men, if you're watching this video, oh my goodness, if you're single and you're dating, please learn from our stories what not to do. Or maybe what to do. I haven't heard Stephanie's story yet. But, you know, that's my worst dating story. So, Stephanie, thank you for collabing with me. And, guys, we'll be back again. Story time with, I guess, Steph and Bev. So, thank you guys for watching the video. And we'll be back.